Go time.
Okay. You can
Oh,
change
it's
the
capturing.
name.
I knew that would happen. I knew that would happen. I knew it would. But I can fix it.
Alright. Anyhow.
There we go. Boom.
Yeah, you guys continue going on your journey and whatnot. A little bit deeper into the hills.
We did actually want to take a. I was talking about taking a short rest before we left this area.
Well, we might be able to long rest.
That's fine.
No,
Well, if we're gonna be able to long
Something-
rest, then it doesn't matter.
we'll see.
Yeah. After that, we will.
All right, let's continue forth then. Let's commence forth. British.
Okay. You.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys, let's do a short rest if you guys would like to do that.
Sure.
Why not?
I'm gonna short rest too.
Shizumu is gonna go like.
Why did it not
Working
roll
on it.
my hit die?
Did you not choose to roll one?
I forgot. I'm stupid. Just ignore that.
Shizumu's gonna just go like sit in the water for a
Oh
moment.
my. Okay, well, I'm full health. Pog. Oh no, I'm not cap. It took my roll. I'm gonna roll another die.
And you just see her just.
Oh my god. Okay, fine. I'll take that.
Let's
whatever.
see. But as part of her armor piece, she actually gets another 7 because all healing she heals with hit die is doubled.
Wow. What?
Nice.
What
Yes.
does that? That's OP as fuck.
That
What?
is the hold on, let me move this out of the way. I can't move it out. Well, I'll finish doing my rolls real quick. Actually, no, that's enough.
So
But
I'm
yeah.
actually I'm going to use Arcane Recovery, by the way. So I can't use this again today, but I'm gonna recover, wait, how does this work again? So if I can recover, abilities that are half of my spell level, up to that many abilities, or like, so we're level 3, so I can recover one level 1
One.
ability, or?
Yeah, a level 1 spell.
Okay, that's fine.
But
Okay,
yeah,
so-
remember when we fought that Kutku? I think it was a Kutku. It might not have been a Kutku, but something dropped the Splendid Beak, which gives me
That was-
recovery speed.
Yep.
That was the
It was the Kutku.
That was a juicer drop.
That was CR3, by the way. So your materials from that are still in the lower tier. This is the first CR4 material you have run into.
Oh, trust, I'm never taking off the fucking Splendid Beak.
Mm.
That's never happening. I would rather upgrade my armor
I'm
before I
sure
take it
I'm
off.
sure that some of the later stuff is probably broken.
At that point, I'll probably just have my armor upgraded. I'll get more slots that way. But Splendid Beak, too juicy.
Okay, all right. So I'm ready whenever anybody else is.
Yeah, you just see her like abruptly, just like the swarm of her fucking spores gather around her. Probably some of it draining out of the now dead Jagresses and restoring her vitality.
Neat. Yikes.
I told you I was gonna incorporate the fucking effluvium suck somehow, Trojan. I told you I was gonna do it somehow.
Sure,
give them the suck.
sure.
All right.
And now we rejuvenated and probably leaving a puddle of acid in the used to be clear water. She's now back in the party. But some of that water is definitely not drinkable. Whoever drinks that is gonna find it out the hard way.
Alright, well, as you guys are resting up, patching up your wounds and whatnot, you guys are heading back to the road. You guys still have a couple of hours of daylight left, to keep going on.
And at this point, I believe halfway through the day, I believe it said that weather condition that the rain would clear up after midday, so it should have stopped raining by now.
I'm also going to do well, no, I won't. I lied.
Okay. Well,
Alright.
anyhow, you guys keep going, and
I can vaguely see the halo.
the road,
Don't
Ooh.
have token with vision on this scene.
Can't
do it.
see. We're freaking blind. I'm on it. Everybody chill.
Okay,
Oh.
well,
There I am.
at this point, you guys are probably a long way away from the Kokoto village.
Oh, did I-
Therefore, what?
Did I not get to check for resources in the last area?
Hmm.
You do like once a day.
Okay, alright, don't. Alright, that's fine. I was just checking.
Don't want him to get another golden fish at that lake.
Anyhow, you stop interrupting me. You went to this. You keep walking, and you're a little bit further away from the village. At this point, the trail that you guys have been, going on, it's been overgrown by grass and whatnot. And you at this point, the road stops. Right.
We're on our own
So
now.
there's multiple ways. You're just in an area right now. Where are you guys going next? That's for you to determine. Also, when you get into this area, you notice something pretty strange, as in some of the trees are broken down, collapsed. Not sure how.
Another big monster.
So,
Could be.
Trailblazer, do your thing.
Me. That's me this time. That's right. Bing bong. 10.
Uh-oh.
You
I'm
look
assuming-
around.
No, never mind. Nothing. I forgot we short rested. Ignore it.
You look around. It's hard to see what's going on, like to track anything, because it has been kind of raining lightly today. The dirt is not particularly dry. So up north, you see, because of the mud, you do see a little couple of like small sized shoe print.
There may be somebody in this area. And by somebody, I mean a person. Those look like shoe prints. And she'll, like, kind of gesture over to that area.
No, like small, like
Oh, footprints?
yeah,
Or full footprints? Well, footprints.
footprint, but shoe,
Okay.
not like barefoot or anything like that.
So shoe prints, yeah, like we said. So,
Yeah.
do they? Well, no, palicos don't wear shoes.
Some classy ones might.
Yeah.
True.
Oh,
Who's to say?
the posh palico.
Don't be
Okay,
racist.
well, Jirak is gonna go over to the footprints. They're like over here, right? Like in this area.
Like-
or are they?
Remember, you can press X to pull up your marker thing.
I did not know that. Okay. So, Jirak's gonna go over to the footprints and look at them. Do they look perhaps like they might be palico footprints? You know, because like, do they appear to be like full flat-footed, like in like a humanoid foot would be, or does it look like it's like kind of like a paw shape, or a smaller rounded shape?
A smaller rounded shoe print.
Okay, so it probably is a palico. Okay.
Hmm.
Because I don't think these look like. I mean, I've never seen any, person or.
I taste the
Uh,
foot. Okay.
taste the foot.
Oh no.
Tastes like dirt.
Hey, you never know.
Okay. So they lead which way?
It leads up north.
Okay. Do you guys want to follow these footprints? I found they don't seem to be human or humanoid. They seem to be looks like palico to me. They're very small and rounded, not like a fully flat foot. No heel touching the ground.
Well, why not? I got some time before it's sunset.
Okay. Okay. So let's go check this out. So I'm gonna follow.
Yeah. before you leave the area, it seems like there's a abundance of resources here. Would you like to look at for some resources?
Sure.
Do the thing, Mr. Magic Man. I believe you still have the bonus D4, because that just applies for the whole day. For the
Yes,
investigation check.
Mm-hmm.
That fish
I do.
oil.
Yes, I do. Alrighty, investigation check.
Except
Wait,
that was
Or
yesterday.
that was yesterday.
yeah.
No, that was
I
today.
gonna
The bacon was today.
Yeah, the bacon.
I
was
thought that
today,
was
which-
today.
The extra move speed.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
the mo- the-
All
the
right,
move
the
speed
move speed and
and
the
the rough terrain.
difficulty
Yeah, yeah.
ignoring. Okay.
So let
me
me
bad.
double check and make sure. This is.
Flat investigation.
Okay, so flat investigation. Okay, I was making sure I didn't have anything to do with survival. Okay, not bad.
Sheesh!
15, not bad. What? So what do? Oh, yeah. And then I do. It's 2 rolls, right?
Hmm?
All right. That is 2d6. Let's see if I get a 5. Nope.
How are there
Wait, is it a 6? Oh no.
A fish
never
No,
oil
mind.
is a fish
How
oil.
the
mining
f-
is 5. Mining is 5.
Bro.
Or, sorry,
I will
4. My
There's
bad.
no
4.
water in this area. Reroll one of them.
Well, I didn't roll. Oh, true. Okay.
No fish.
Where's d6? No shot. We get a 4, right?
We're never
Wow.
fucking getting.
Another bone. You guys just
We're-
keep
Holy
litters and litters
fuck.
of bone all over
Wait, what was it? It
forest.
was bones and plants. Okay. I will do. I mean, I might as well do both because
Yeah.
the day's almost over.
Oh,
Who'd like to go first?
I'll go first. Bones, you
Plant.
said?
Bones and plants. Yeah.
Which one do I want to touch first? Oh, somebody screamed plants. I'll touch the plants first. That's medicine,
Plants.
right?
Yep, medicine wisdom.
You said someone screaming. I did. That bounced a lot.
12.
Yeah.
Poggers. I'll just cash it out right now. Cash it out? What am I? Fucking. What am I playing? Poker?
Work player on the mine.
Shut the fuck up.
You said it, not me.
Wait, was it a 1 and a 2?
What? No, you rolled a 12.
No, the
No, no,
research
no.
rolls.
It is not plant. It is bone piles and.
Plants. Yes,
yeah,
I rolled.
you're
I rolled.
right,
I
yeah.
rolled a 6
You're
and
right.
1.
You're right. My
Yeah.
bad. My bad.
Oh.
So 3 on the plants. Sleeper. Ooh.
Sleeper.
I can do something
Okay.
with that.
As can I. Okay. I will follow up after him for the plants. That is a what check again? Medicine.
Wisdom.
Medicine
Wisdom.
whiz. So a normal medicine.
Sheesh.
Okay. 17. Not bad. And then that is a d6, correct?
A sleeper.
3. That is
Anytime.
also sleeper. Thank you.
I think somebody got the little bit of whiff of the sleeper. Somebody's
That's
over there
okay.
getting a little sleepy.
Little bit.
Somebody's getting a little sleepy.
I actually do not have any of those.
Davon?
Yep. Let's go for plants as well.
I mean, you can take both.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to. I just want plants.
There's no reason.
I mean, I'm gonna do both. I was just gonna do plants and
Why
just one at a
not?
time.
There's no reason not to. You could give it to me, the herbalist. I'm the herbalist. I'm the druid lady.
Alright, I dug around the plants. I got a 20.
D6?
Here it comes.
A sleeper.
A sleeper!
Another-
It's just the
another-
same fucking plant. Everybody's
we're
walking
all
over and
getting
pulling up
sleepy
the
in
frig
this
off.
bitch.
Hey, this music
it's
is
gotta
kind of making me a little sleepy, to be honest. This is the sleeping music.
We're all getting sleepy now.
I'll throw medicine at it.
Ain't no way.
He can't get a sleeper because he failed.
Oh, well, that is actually an herb.
An herber.
Ain't bad.
We got the herb.
The herber.
Herb. True.
Very nice.
Okay, I got something.
What you doing, bro?
Not a sleeper. Wow.
You eating off the floor?
It's a boomberry.
Boom.
A blueberry.
Also,
Can
I
berry
have
make
the,
it boom?
ooh, also, I have an extra honey because I got honey hunter.
Nice.
But you have to use a herbalism
Ooh.
kit.
I mean, it's just,
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
that's the same thing with the bug nets. Like we're
Oh, sure.
hand waving those. Yeah.
we're canceling them, yeah.
Cancel.
It's been canceled.
Please don't say cancel.
Hunter gear has been canceled.
Oh no.
no.
We're gone.
Bones. Time for everybody to get a bone.
All right.
Who's going? I will let. Oh, I'll just keep the same order. Doesn't matter.
Ah.
Ow! No, why you gonna bite me like that, bro?
I put my hand in the bone pile.
Like he says, he desires blood.
I'm saying, look at him. Look at this guy.
He is fighting.
He loves it though. He's a
Man, are
big
we going
dude.
by the DC of the on the table here?
Yes.
So you can be
Okay.
sweet.
You get a bone.
I hate getting bones, but hey, I like gnawing on them.
Delicious.
Who was next, Connor?
Yeah. So that is a what again?
History. History.
Alright.
History.
History. Okay, 14.
Roll.
19. Come on, bird, wyvern, bone. Oh,
Yeah.
that's what that is.
Yeah, it is a bird wyvern bone.
I have enough to upgrade now. Come
Okay,
on.
one.
Let's hope we get to town soon. then.
Lucky motherfucker.
All right. This is history, right? That's what everyone's
History.
been doing. Yep. Here we go. Hey, a 12.
Yep, that's a pass. Give it a D6.
Up. Another 3.
Small bone husk. Crafting material.
It's a shame none of us are bowgun users. You know.
True.
Got a
Don't
lot of
test
husks.
me. Oh my god.
Aw.
I have the
Unlucky.
stinkiest hands of all time.
I'll take that bone.
Got the roll.
The
Small bone husk.
husk, yeah.
Damn, somebody's gonna need to pick up a fucking bowgun with all this ammo potential.
I'm saying I'm gonna throw out my other weapon.
I have 5 bones.
What do they even
Big
do?
bones.
They don't do anything.
No, I don't. No, they are crafting materials. They're
They're
used in
just they're just
something.
straight bones. Nothing else.
If I can't use the bones to make bone husk, I don't want it.
Bone meal.
That is a
Okay.
good point.
Okay, so we're gonna continue following.
Need to get my calcium.
unless it's too dark.
Let's go.
No, it's around 6 p.m. at this point. It's not really dark, but the sun is going down. But since you guys are walking faster than normal, you pick up your speed thanks to the yummy food that Davon made for all of you.
Caviar connoisseur.
Yes?
Well, I'm liking Davon's cooking. We got okay. So how far up do the prints go? Like up here?
No, you keep following it's a trail.
Yeah, I know. Okay, where does
Just
the prints lead up
soon
here?
It is going.
Like all the way. You guys are
So up here?
you guys all the way, like on, like it keeps going.
Okay.
You
Cannot
know.
stress this enough.
You know.
I heard her.
Like
I heard
it
her.
doesn't end where the map ends.
No, I know. I understand that.
So
So
here?
as we follow the
So here?
okay.
So
wait.
here?
All right.
So
So
here?
since we're following them, I mean I can't go off the map. So do we lose interest? Do we keep going into?
we're-
No, it's like Mario 2. We pop out at the bottom.
Well, we're waiting for somebody to move us to the next area.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm telling.
Oh,
We're going to the next area. Who's gonna move us? We
didn't
can't
know
do
that.
it.
For a goddamn second.
Find one trail of paw prints and forget how to act. Anja.
So, since Matt gave you the extra movement speed, I'm getting there. You guys are getting there. You guys picking up speed, and whatever little paw print, little kitty shoes print that you guys been following, it looks pretty fresh. So whoever that was leaving these prints are probably not pretty far ahead of you guys. So after walking for like a good hour and whatnot, you finally see like a little stream, and there's like a little wooden bridge that cross over it, and eventually you see a little figure just carrying a bunch of
Oh,
stuff,
I
like
remember this
big
one.
Oh.
backpack.
Why, lordy, lord. It's
He's back.
Yeah.
So big backpack, imagine like a Santa-sized bag, right?
Okay.
In there's stuff, a bunch of stuff. There's pickaxe, there's shovels, there's a bunch of little knickknacks, and like everything on his belt. There's 50 kind of different flasks, all of that stuff. He looks very well equipped, right? And it's surprising to you how this little kitty cat can carry that much on him. Ridiculous.
It was just
But
gradually like getting closer.
yeah, but he immediately noticed you guys were right behind him. And, like, he turned around, he was like, "Oh, what's up?" And
What's
he
up?
actually, he actually, you guys actually recall who this person is. It is Trenya, the merchant that you guys have been asking him to like set up shop to sell your
Look at him.
sell your monster parts to. Basically like a middleman monster part trader that you guys met in Kokoto Village, and he left. You guys didn't know when he left the village, but apparently he left a couple days before you.
Hey!
Assumably, now that you guys have catch up to him. And yeah, he's a handsome little guy. He got a little leather jacket, little hat and goggles, and he wear little gloves, leather shoes. Pretty neat, and he's very well equipped. And he turned around and he said, "Hey, y'all on the way? Nice to see familiar faces."
Shut up. Anyway.
See you too.
Hey, how's it going? Been faring well out here by yourself? I assume so.
Well, yes, I'm always by myself. Traveling, being a merchant, you know. Again, it's difficult being a certified monster part merchant. So, you guys gonna see me around here. But yeah, where are you guys heading to?
Oh, we're heading to city towards the west. That which name I keep forgetting.
We're
Verudo?
heading towards
Verudo.
Verudo.
Verudo, yeah.
Speaking of that, Trenya, seeing that you've obviously acquired some gear since we've last met you, do you have anything? Did you come across anything interesting, like out of the ordinary?
Yes, I do come across a couple of things. But under the rules of the merchant court, I can't just sell it to you guys on the road. We do have very strict rules for merchants, of course.
I believe you've misheard me. I would like to buy something from you, but not right now. I'm well aware of the rules. I have, I lived in Kokoto for a while. I'm aware how that works. Have you come across anything out of the ordinary though out here? Like, say, odd-colored honey or weird glowing vespoids? I'm not crazy, I promise.
He's been asking people this for the entire week.
You keep adding "I'm not crazy" at the end of it too. We're starting to suspect.
Very suspicious.
It's the
I-
least convincing thing when you say I'm not crazy.
Well, the thing is, Trenya knows me. I'm not gonna go crazy. He knows I'm not nuts. Hopefully.
It's
He
just that
raised his little cat brow.
it's just that one. It's that one scene from Cars where fucking Lightning McQueen is trying to get help from the two cars, and they just like lock their doors and speed away.
It's like, sorry, man. I mean, I meet a lot of customers every day. I really, don't remember who you are, but good talk. But anyhow, I'm just going to Minigar to set up shop there as being a certified merchant. I am. But if you guys want to buy monster parts, I am the only. He seems to be pretty proud of that. I am the only certified monster part merchant in Western trade.
Oh, maybe if we go to Mengard, but
Well,
perhaps
we
we'll
might
catch you
need-
another time.
Keep in mind. Are you aware of Well, I'll ask anyway. Do you know who Investigator Sharp is?
Yes, heard of that guy. Met him sometimes. We really don't do business with him much. He farm his own stuff.
Okay, cause, well, all right, okay, thank you. That's all I need to know if you knew or not. Unless somebody
Yes,
else has a
yes.
inquisition they would like to ask you.
Hey, you're on the road to Midgard, right?
Yes.
It follows from Kokoto. That follows the same road until it splits off at some point, right?
Correct.
You're going. Well, I'm gonna assume you're going the right way because you're Trenya. So, I guess we'll just tail behind you.
Uh,
We're gonna go to Minigard
He
first.
is
No, we're
to
going-
Midgard, though.
Yeah, but we're on the road to Midgard. Is the road to Midgard and to Verudo is the same road until it splits off, and it hasn't split off
Oh,
yet.
I think that we're already. Oh yeah, I don't know if we're at the split. Yeah, sure.
Is he coming in the? I guess we are going in the same direction. Yes, this checks out.
sure. If you guys don't mind catching up, I do travel all night long though because that's the time when I stay up. I sleep in the day, so
He
if
doesn't
you
seem to
guys
be
wanna
sleeping
ju-
right now.
Well, it's evening.
Well, it's
Okay.
evening.
Okay, he just woke up. Okay.
Well,
Basically, yeah, it's just.
that's fine. The company for
but
the
if
short.
he's going this way, if he's going this way, like we're behind him, that means that this is towards Minigard and not.
Towards Midgard and towards Verudo is the same direction until we reach the split. We haven't reached
No,
the
but
split yet.
If you look at the map, though, it's like a north-south split. So
Don't
like,
pay too close attention to the map.
Well, right now
okay.
we have not seen a visible split in paths. All right,
Understandable. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
but yes, we're just
Zumu is correct.
we'll just tail behind you for the time being. The company's nice before you go back on your travels.
Tail behind you. Do you get it?
Yes, I know the location of Western Strait in the palm of my paw. As he's wave his little three
Like the
fingers.
back of his beans.
Thank you.
Hey, Trenya, you're a traitor. What do you make of this? Who has that bill of sale that we found?
Oh yes, hand and over.
Anyone?
As I-
Anyone?
I mean, I
It's over.
did he take it or did he look at it and give it back to me? I don't actually remember.
He looked
Marvin
at it
looked
and
at
gave
it.
it back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's the there's a part 1 and 2.
Well, I guess I'll like show him the thing as since Sadavir is gonna bring it up.
And he looks at it and he Scam! Scam! It's fake! Bad! Where did you guys find this?
From a
Am I
dead guy.
arrested?
No. We already like told the proper people about this. We're just
We've already
investigating it further.
consulted- Yeah, as Shizumu said, we've already been in contact with Investigator Sharp and was talking to him about this. That there seems to be some type of black market or underground monster part trade. And these parts don't look like they're everyday monster parts. Maybe not specific parts, but from rather hard to take down monsters. And on top of that, we've also come across weird sightings such as a abandoned trap site, which seemed to have dropped this large blue scale that we showed to him. Does he recognize what this monster is from? Or where the scale is from?
Hmm.
Oh, you're asking me?
Yes.
Oh.
Where does the scale from?
Does he recognize the scale, like what it's from? Or
He would.
Yeah, he would. Sure. Yeah,
What's his
he
scale?
does. Oh, do you want me to tell you, PM?
Sure. Yeah, but anyways, he looked at the document and he said, black market, that's illegal. I am the only certified. I am the only certified merchant in the entire region. If you guys see any activities that is illegal, also, it is like highly illegal if you yourself, trying to sell whatever that you guys have gathered or carved from monsters to another person. Just we call it under the table. Um, it's illegal to work for if you were a part of an organization. It's illegal if you do it yourself,
Uh,
regardless, because
as
once
you've
the part
mentioned that,
is well regulated.
as he mentions that, I mentioned it to him. Having been from Kokoto for a very long time, I don't recall ever seeing. Um, we don't have that shield, right? That had that weird pattern on it.
Y'all making me pull everything out of my fucking backpack,
What was
aren't
on
y'all?
that goddamn shield? I already forgot.
It was a
Wait.
crest. It was a crest of I think it was a dragon.
It's a
Okay,
black
so-
claw.
Black claw.
Okay,
There it
yeah,
is.
The black claw. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so we have it with us though, right?
Yes, I still have it on
Okay,
me.
so yeah, so I asked Shizumu to hand me that the shield, and I show it to him, and I say, "Have you seen this anywhere before?" Because I don't recall any ever seeing this anywhere before, nor has the village chief at Kokoto. And I mean, considering how long I've been there, I've seen a thing or two, and I don't recall ever seeing this.
Why would I hand you the shield to show him and not just show him the shield?
He seems a little.
I'm already talking to him. I don't
A
know.
little hesitating. Can you roll a persuasion check, please?
Yes, I can. Not very
Also,
persuasive.
I'm not
though.
crazy.
Funny enough, I actually got pretty close to remembering what it was. Ooh.
Now, let me see something right quick. Hold on.
Oh boy.
Well, he's already like. You see
Well,
his tail is kind of already like fluffed up, and how he's like in like a scaredy stand, right? And he was like,
You're scaring the
yeah,
cat.
I don't know nothing about illegal stuff. Actually, thinking about it, maybe, dude. Well, if you go ahead, I'm gonna be walking really fast. I'm gonna be like I zoom at night. Well, thinking about
What-
it, maybe we go our separate ways, and I'll show you guys how to get to Verudo. It's
Thanks,
really
Drac. You
easy.
talk too much.
Oh my god. Okay, that's not my fault, but all right.
Yeah, it is.
What, can you tell us what this scale is from, though?
Well,
You recognize it?
Yes. How did you get a scale without knowing what it is?
Well,
How
I
did
just,
you- don't talk to me whatsoever. I don't want to hear it. It's really hard to get the certificate to become like the one and only merchant in the region. I do not want to get involved with any of this illegal stuff that you guys are doing.
we're not trying to sell it to you. I'm just asking if you know what it is.
Well, I don't know how you come across that.
You don't
and I
have to
kinda
worry
don't
about
wanna
any
know.
legalities. You don't have to worry about legalities. We've already talked to Investigator Sharp. He knows we're in possession of it. It's not a big deal.
He's going to incite you.
Okay. All right. Well,
Anyone
if
have
you
calm
could-
emotions?
I'm just going to like step out of the way and just like hold my head in mild agitation.
Oh,
What was that?
He rolled
Is that an insight check?
That was an insight check,
Yes.
and it's a pretty fucking low roll to be honest.
he's still sussing you out hard. Like, you see his tail is already like fluffed up, and
Oh
he's
my
like
God.
ready to zoom.
All right.
It was like, okay, I guess it wouldn't hurt letting you guys know what it is, but it's from an Azor Rathalos. Okay, well, and again, if anybody asks anything, don't tell them about my name. I never met you people on this road. Good business. If you want to buy something, go to me. Do not guarantee that I'm gonna give a discount.
Can you?
And then he,
We'll figure out how to get to fucking Verudo, whatever.
yeah. Forgot. When you see those big, when you get to Field of Remnants, just take a left. Well,
Field of Remnants, take a left.
sorry, my bad. Take a right. Sorry. You people freak me out. Very shady people.
Hey, I didn't say anything. It's just that guy.
I said nothing wrong.
And then he got spooked, and then he...
So is it left or right, though?
He's starting
It's
to
right.
run. He's starting to like run
It's
on
a right.
4 and
Okay.
zoom ahead.
Okay.
We can't let this guy talk to anybody else.
Oh, I am.
You're
I
not
don't
too good with
understand.
You
Palico, are
you overwhelmed the poor Palico.
What
You
the
wouldn't
heck?
stop talking about very suspicious things, and you never addressed the issues from the first suspicious thing, so it just made it more suspicious.
What
We have
suspicious
done
thing that
nothing
I?
wrong, and yet now I feel like we have committed a
That's
crime.
what
What
I'm.
is wrong with you?
Thank you, Sad. Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything.
It was you.
I didn't. I asked no wrong questions. What did I do?
You
I
asked
don't know, but I feel dirty.
you asked questions that didn't seem right and then didn't answer correctly. That's what you did.
We have.
How about this?
We have a legal coverage. I'm confused.
He doesn't know that, and you didn't like prove it to him either. You just kind of kept talking.
Next time we encounter Trinia, or honestly, any Palico, let me do the talking.
All right.
I
You're
was-
a very calming influence. I think this is a good idea.
I was gonna have nice, calming talks about nature and what he's seen and all the places he's been, and you scared him.
Okay.
Mr. Danny walked up and said, "Yeah, I don't think asking about a bunch of black market stuff and then showing a certified merchant and like a piece of stuff that you don't know where it's coming from after he told you specifically we're not supposed to trade those kind of things."
We weren't
Yes.
trading anything though. Why would he
Well,
assume
he doesn't know that.
that? I told him that multiple times.
After you were already terrified of him.
He's already spooked.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, as they say, no harm, no foul, right?
Exactly. It's getting late. I think we should either.
Gonna
send
harm
you-
my fucking
Are
sales
we
in the
gonna walk
future.
through the night, or are we going to set up camp?
Well, of
I'm not
course.
particularly interested in walking through the night, so we should
Neither
find a
am I.
nice place to camp and
Yeah.
stop.
Do you want to do
We
like?
can start back up tomorrow morning.
Do you want to do like over here by this log, or so?
This is a
Yeah,
nice
like-
log.
Okay.
Yeah, right over here.
Log.
Same camp. Actually, this one's pretty relevant because there is a river here.
Shizu's gonna
So
perch herself under a fucking tree and just like clock out for the day. She's a quick sleeper. She's a quick sleeper. She's immediately
What
unconscious.
will the weather be like for tomorrow? So I can have a prehensile warning. Probably the wrong word, but you know what I mean.
Very much the wrong word.
Yeah. I know that's not
A
the.
premonition?
Final
What's
warning?
the no? Not premonition.
I mean,
Preview. Preview. Sure.
Preliminary.
Yeah. Yeah. Something like that.
guy's a lunatic.
The weather
He
chart.
keeps saying that he's not, but he absolutely is.
I know what the word means. I was having a brain fart. Okay, leave me alone. So what is the weather going to be like tomorrow?
Oh, you want me to roll it?
Mhm.
Eh,
That was good for a
Ooh.
nice hearty laugh.
Oh.
All right, so your orbs, and looks like it's like raining in there, and it's gonna be heavy rain tomorrow.
A little bit chilly too.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so I relayed to them. I mean, Shizum was asleep, like she cares anyway. But tomorrow I was letting him know that tomorrow it's going to be a rather heavy rain with a yeah. That's literally what I'm doing. So I'm pondering my orb, and it is raining very heavily in there, almost a chilly monsoon type rain. Probably not as heavy, but heavier than it was today. And I mentioned to them just, hey, just be careful tomorrow. It's going to be a little on the chilly side, but much heavier rain than today. So just be careful of that.
All right.
Careful of the muck and grime and whatnot.
Yes.
And then Jirok is done for the night.
It's getting a little chilly. The weather's the temperature is like going down a little bit, so I'm just gonna like huddle up around the campfire for a little bit, and I invite whoever's still awake to gather around the campfire with me. Just
Whoever's still awake.
bull a little bit before bedtime.
Sure.
Veer saddle
Sing
over.
our campfire song.
Don't start cooking any food. It will immediately wake her up.
Is it like chilly enough to where like it's like cold or
Like 50 degree.
Cool.
That's pretty chilly.
Like that one
Okay.
last cold snap of the spring.
Okay, so
That's
Origins.
cool.
Hey, hold on. I think it feels good at 50. It's her I'm worried about.
You pointed
Alright,
in the
well,
wrong direction. You
I'm
pointed
looking
at
on the
me. You pointed at me.
I'm looking on the Discord screen. Okay, it's over there.
Hey yo, you pointed.
It's up there, bro.
Uh,
What the fuck is it? Over there.
Ah,
Anyway, I'm like trendy. I don't know my rights from my lefts. Okay. Yeah. So,
At least he knows how to talk.
can I make like 1 or 2 more campfires, just so it's like we're not dying or whatever. It's like there's enough warmth for us.
But
Oh
what?
yeah, there is enough warm. I don't think you need to make more fires, as in you
Then
guys
I will
are
ignore it.
in the woods, as in forest fire, or you know. But anyways, a big fire is already good for you guys. So, Mitsuhani take out like little tin cups, more like cans. She put a little bit of water in there and just put it over like the fire, put it in the fire and just heat it up, making some warm drinks and just spreading them out, giving the people a little bit, all of you.
Is it
Some.
just warm water?
Yes.
Hmm.
I mean, I didn't put anything in it.
Avon will put some of the one of the herb in his water.
Jirax gonna go around and just look for some type of natural,
Jesus fucking.
something small, like
That'd be
I
a
don't know,
medicine check.
some random spice like mint or something. I know it's a little dormant at the moment, but I'm gonna make it bloom and pick it, put that in my drink just add some flavor, but just in case.
Thank you, Mizutani, for the hot water. It's refreshing, I guess.
Yeah, no problem.
Matt's dying.
What happened? What happened? What happened?
Have you ever drank hot water? Have you ever
Did you just
gone
hand
to
us
the
warm
sink?
water? Yeah. Thanks.
I can't breathe.
I fucking can't even. The best part about it, the wizard has prestidigitation and is going to go look for a fucking mint plant.
Oh.
Prestidigitation turned it into Kool-Aid, son.
Oh my
True.
god.
I don't think I have that actually.
Do you not?
I do
Oh
not
my
have that.
god.
Actually.
The only
Jesus.
wizard in the
Bummer.
entire
It's
world
a
that
world
doesn't
who
have
does not
prestidigitation.
have it at the moment.
I'm dead. I'm officially deceased. I've lost.
Fuck me. Bury me too. I am out.
Yeah, I was like, okay. It's every, and I was like, yes, this kind of weather and these kind of summer nights reminds me of my teenage years back home. And this drink, actually, we used to put like these little flowers into warm water and make tea
Oh
out of
shit!
them.
Do you have some of them?
Yeah, that would be helpful.
No.
No, I do not have any flowers with me right now.
I just want
Oh.
to point out that you are so lucky you did this after she's even went to sleep, because between you and Jirak, you would have just ruined her opinion of Wyverians.
Bro, okay.
You
Sanavir is trying to be like very nice about this and like just gently sipping his warm water, looking a little confused but trying to be supportive and thankful for the gesture. He thinks.
Davon is
Yeah.
confused too. So yeah, no, Davon's at it, like subtly grabbing some of the herbs from the bag from the cats earlier, putting in there, and then like dropping his bombberry herb in there just for a kick.
It just fizzes up like high C.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
Jesus Christ, this is something else. Yeah. Oh my god. I can't.
my man just made a hot drink.
Oh my god. This isn't. I'm surrounded by lunatics.
What kind of flowers would your people put into this?
Chamomile. That's what we call it.
Oh,
Chamomile. My bad.
okay.
Yeah. Man, I wish I can go back to those days. Yeah, I used to live in a farm. I don't know if anybody been. I mean, it's pretty basic. We live in a little community when there's only a couple houses, and me and my sensei live there, and we have a little farm, and I learned all my martial arts skills from my sensei.
You like
Good
a
old
teacher?
days. Yeah, yeah. That's what we call them.
Okay.
But
For us, it's I guess the same word would be master for us, master and apprentice.
oh, I see.
This is the second night you've had these heartfelt talks, and the second night Shizumu has not been awake for it.
What about you guys? How was it like back home?
It's been quite a while, but it's always smelled of soot and sulfur back where I was from. And if you haven't grown up with that kind of smell, it can be, say, to be pretty strong and unpleasant. But for me, it's familiar. It's like your chamomile hot water here. It reminds you of a better, more innocent time. And my father and his brother taught me my smithing stuff, how to make metal weapons and armor and shields and things like that. But it was my mother who taught me how to use that ability to make instruments. And I've always really enjoyed the sound of music and, of course, of metal being hit and shaped. So it was just kind of natural for me to pick up the hunting horn. But it's been a long time since I've been back home, and a long time since I've smelled soot and sulfur.
Sadavir is quiet. He's sitting off to the side, nodding, taking it all in, but doesn't offer anything up on his own.
I ask, sitting there, I ask, Mizutani, I notice that you're rather quiet during the day and tend to only open up at night. I mean, not that that's a problem, but is anything like bothering you? Like, is there a underlying, like, is there something we can help you with? Or is there something you're missing from home aside from the innocence and the tea and your sensei and whatnot?
Well, sorry, I wasn't being too talkative. When we
No,
were
it's not that you're
traveling.
being No, that's not a problem. It's not an issue. I'm just saying, like, you seem to open up at night when we're all around the campfire. Is that do you have a family back home that you miss, or is it just you just miss simpler times?
Maybe a little bit of both, but at the same time, I guess it's too dark of a story. Home is no longer home. No, that kind of thing. Maybe a story for another day.
If it troubles you, I respect that. That's understandable. Or that troubles you. If it's too hard to talk about, that's okay. Just wanted to make sure everything's okay. I don't want to be. So since we've made such a good party so far, I mean, haven't had any issues yet. Mostly, I was just wanted to make sure that everyone here is comfortable being where they are. I don't want to make someone. I mean, I'm out of my element. I haven't left Kokoto in a very long time, and everything to me up to this point is going to be foreign, and I don't know. I want to make sure everyone who's here with us is comfortable doing what they're doing, and has a clear head for future endeavors in case we come across something that might be too much for someone. Like, let's say Shizumu is loudly snoring at this point, I'm assuming, and I gesture to Shizumu and I'm like, what if she runs out of food? That's not going to be good. Or what if Sadavir's dog is disappears one day? Probably upset. So I'm just making sure everyone here is going to be good, because I don't want anything bad to I'd prefer not anything bad to happen to everyone. So
Yeah,
I'm
I understand that.
mental wellness check.
Speaking of which,
Oh,
do you, Sedivir, how much control do you have over Palamute there?
Total control. He's my creation.
Okay, so we're not gonna. Hopefully, we won't have to worry about it turning rogue or anything like that, right?
Yeah.
That's not as reassuring as I was hoping it would be, but I'm not chicken shaped, so I guess I'm all right.
Yeah.
Okay. Understandable.
He doesn't seem very confident.
I could tell. So, Jirak, it's basically your first time out on the road. Are you worried or anything?
Well, first time out in centuries. I mean, it's
Oh, well.
the last time I had really left Kokoto was before it was founded. So,
Well,
it's been a minute.
yeah.
I would say roughly around. How old? I forgot. How old is Devon?
God, why would you ask me that? Hang on. I think I have that.
They
No, I
to be
don't.
small boys, right?
He's old. Yeah, I don't know how old Travarians get, but he's in the old
in his,
area of that.
He's in getting towards twilight years. Okay.
Yeah, he's past middle age now,
Okay.
into senior discount area.
Okay. I think it said that they live to be like 200 something. I don't remember how. Oh, it doesn't matter because I'm much older than you. I would just say that I've lived multiple lifetimes for non-Wavarians, and honestly, I do see it as a curse sometimes. I've seen friends come and go, both literally and metaphorically.
Yeah.
With passersby or people I have known. I whip out my
Whoa.
no, hold up. I pull up my hand and I show them the wyvern bone ring that I have on, and excuse me while I whip this out. I have my wyvern bone ring.
He said, "Come and go, whipping it out." I'm scared.
Good thing you're asleep.
But I would show him the wyvern bone ring that I have and the necklace that my friend gave me, and I don't. This is from my friend that I had. I don't even know how many years it's been now. I mean, he was a hunter, and he's the one that really convinced me to not go. Oh, did he turn off his camera?
I had to.
Damn.
Oh,
That's
like
a
this.
that's a oof
It's
It's
moment.
fine. Just keep going. It's fine.
Now Connor gets to be me.
Hey, I'm still me, Puggers.
It's fine. We'll fix it. Keep going.
But anyway,
Keep
so
going.
so I whip out my necklace and I tell them that my friend, his name was Hanjo. He gave me this necklace before he went on a hunt. It's been so long I forgot exactly what he was going to go hunt, but never returned. I never saw him again, and he was a human, and I don't know what happened to him. But regardless of what happened to him, I'm sure he's long gone by now. Again, this was a very, very long time ago, and it's always troubled me because I never got to really say goodbye. Like, he was one of the better friends I've had in the village, and he's really the reason that convinced me to go into the research guild, because not knowing what happened to him scared me. Not really scared me, but frightened me going back into the wilderness with unknown things lurking around the corners here and there. That's why I prefer to give my aid to the Hunters Guild, kind of from behind a desk or from a range and all that. But now I've decided to change my mind. I'm getting old, as I see, old for Wyverians at least, and I'm tired of living behind living scared. I can finally
Right.
see the forest for the trees. So that's what's troubling me. If anybody else, was curious, if we're having that talk tonight.
Well, let's pour one out for Hanjo, and he'll pour out the
agree.
rest of his warm water.
True. Pour one out for the warm water. I agree.
And I will say that at this point, Giraffe would notice from under her cowl those two quiet red eyes just kind of making direct eye contact with him the whole time.
That's terrifying.
Little spooky, but okay.
He at this point he's probably the only one that realizes that Shizubu isn't actually asleep.
It isn't sleeping. Yeah, what are you, fake snoring?
Kinda sus.
It's kind of
Okay.
she's listening, she's watching, but she's not
Mhm.
participating.
Okay.
That's
And you kind of get the feel that it'd be appreciated if no one else knew that she was awake.
Yeah, I'm
That's-
not. I'm not gonna say anything.
that's troublesome. That's quite sad about your friend. I feel like you're honoring his memory though, wearing the ring and the other trinkets. So even though they're gone, they're not
They're not gone.
they're not
gone.
truly gone.
Exactly, yeah.
Exactly.
And it feels weird because it's like I said, it's I've seen multiple people, throughout my life, regardless of age or race or wherever they may have came from or where they went. But it's weird it's kind of a burden living this long sometimes because you meet people that you wish you could have known for longer, but then they're gone. Just like that.
There's nothing you can really do about it. I
Mhm.
sympathize. I understand.
Yeah, Sadavir is nodding pretty gravely at all of this.
Yeah, so as you guys, continue your conversation deep into the night, you guys feel a little bit closer to each other, having a little bit of, bonding time, learning a little bit more about each other, and, your memories and what's on your mind, and, that kind of thing. So, morning comes as you guys wake up because you're wet.
Oh, Shizumu was
the rain
pissed.
The rain started pouring really hard, and the tree branches and leaves and whatnot can no longer, cover yourself from being dry.
Oh yeah, Shizumu is fucking pissed. She is absolutely like enraged at this point. She already complained about being mildly like wet, and now she's soaked. And she's cold.
So we have completed our long rest, right?
That is correct.
Boink.
Let's get that spell slot back.
Yes, sir.
You guys took damage?
No, not me.
Funny. Big funny.
I took my whole health bar's worth.
I'm saying.
Actually, did I?
First,
Yeah.
the first daggers that ran up to me, kind of gave me the spook.
It gloped your glorp.
It did. Okay.
Long rest. There it is.
All right.
Okay. You started the day. You guys, wanna do breakfast?
Yeah, absolutely. Shizuma, do you want to do breakfast tonight? Today? This morning? Sorry, it is a long night.
Little groggy from the hot water.
She just
The bomberry will really mess you up if you're not ready for it.
she just kind of like looks at him and just stares down at the ground. She is clearly in no mood to do anything that requires any kind of thought.
Oh god, being wet is an issue.
All right, okay, that's fine. Let's get something nice and hot to warm us up for the rest of the day.
as a bit of
We're
a
gonna have to. Are we even able to cook? Like, we don't have anything to keep the fire up if it's raining that hard. I don't think. Like if it's.
We can make cover. Don't.
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
talk
we
about
can-
details.
Okay.
as a bit of a extra like funny note, you sense that Shizumu's range of biting has increased by maybe a foot.
Well, I learned this particular recipe at a wayside tavern, way back. Let's see if I've got all the ingredients for it, and I'm gonna make spicy sausage, so that once per meal we can add a D4. We can roll a D4 and add that number rolled to one ability check of our choice.
Wow.
You can roll the die before or after making the ability choice check. And let's see, we're going to use Constitution as Davon wanders around and also goes through his pack, tasting a couple of different herbs to make sure they have the right kind of spicy for the sausage.
That kind of spicy.
So, ability check and normal. Hey, 13.
Okay.
All right, and now we're going to have to use just brute strength to squeeze it all together and into these
Oh,
intestines.
was anyone changing? We talked for a while at the campfire. We forgot to mention. Was anyone gonna change any of their trinkets? Like what's equipped to it, or
Oh,
I
maybe.
forgot. Yeah. I don't know if we didn't
I'm
go over
okay
that.
with what I have on right now.
Yeah, I think I'm fine too. I was just curious if anybody else is gonna do it.
Hmm.
I don't think I have to change anything.
You're still good. Yeah. All right,
No, I'm
ability
good.
check. We're gonna squeeze. Use. Oh, it goes everywhere.
Yes, you used too much strength, so the
What?
casing exploded.
Yeah,
Ah.
one side's a little bit
Oh.
busted, but maybe you can salvage it.
Yeah. And Davon's gonna crack jokes about having it being too strong for the soul. It is charisma.
Oh,
Oh, not hilarious.
Not the best.
So that's
Uh-oh.
23, 28 divided by 3. That is not enough. So making sausage in the rain just isn't something that anyone should ever do, ever. So what happens on a failed check? It becomes a bland meal. It just counts as a day's worth of rations.
Yeah.
I didn't
Got it.
fail by 5 or more, though. My
Yeah,
rough
we're not
estimate.
poisoned.
Gotta hate the.
I
wet
would have eaten it
sausage.
anyway.
Yeah, it's wet sausage.
Yeah.
For breakfast.
Well,
but,
it's- I haven't cooked this meal in a while, and also it's raining, so at least it's filling.
She eats it, all right, but you get the feeling that her mood is only soured further.
Davon does apologize to Shy for not delivering on a meal, especially compared for the last 2 days. There's always tomorrow, right?
She looks at him and just her face softens a bit.
yeah, definitely.
I actually
Well-
am gonna trade one. Actually, no. Well, fuck that. Never mind.
Well, with the average adequate breakfast that Davon whipped up there, regardless of the weather that you guys are in, you guys with a full belly continue heading down the road. Now around noontime, from afar, you can already see that the landscape is changing. Now you guys are going into an area where there's obviously some sort of ruin, like structure. But it's pretty old. It's a little bit more hilly too, and there's more of a difficult terrain where you guys are going on both side of the road. Move you. Yeah, it is some sort of a field.
This is a big back. God damn.
Yes, and it turns into a fork. It seems like this is where Trenya has mentioned before.
Right. Go right or left.
Yes, but there's also some structures and a bunch of different chunks of rocks and whatnot. In the ruins, and you see a little wooden sign that has been nailed to the ground that said "Field of Remnants." And on the in the corner, you see a little chunky kitty.
He is a chunker.
I like that.
Now he is wearing some sort of robe, and he's real fluffy.
Big
And
bone, you know.
Yeah, and he has a little cauldron, like a cross bag, and there's a couple books and little like a ladle for some reason, probably very important. And a little staff, and he's just sitting there, just like you don't know what he's doing. Just sitting there, humming a little sound, a little song, and then he slowly opened his eyes and just look at you. as if he has been expecting your arrival.
Davon puts his hand on Jurak's shoulder and
Yeah,
walks past him.
don't even gotta say it. Go ahead. Don't even gotta mention it.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Oh.
We're passing through. This is the Field of Remnants, according to the sign. We were told to take a right, but I'm curious. What are you doing out here? You're all alone. Kind of a dangerous area.
Sir Kate does not bother himself with these things. I'm here to see what there is to see, know what there is to know.
Avon nods. Yeah, and this looks like there's plenty of stuff to see here at these ruins here. Do you know anything about them?
The Field of Remnants. Sir Kate knows their name, but not from whence they came.
I see. Have you been here for terribly long today?
Some time. Since before the sun rose, I got a feeling I would run into you all here today. Call it an omen. Yeah.
That's a strange premonition there. I wouldn't call this anything special.
Sir Kate sees there's something a little bit more about you all.
Davon will glance back over at his group. Well, I do suppose we're kind of an odd group. Have you eaten yet today, Sir Kidde?
No. His eyes brighten up at the mention of food.
Well, I wouldn't mind taking a second shot at food today. Avon says a little dejectedly. Our breakfast got a little wet.
Oh, I would mind a little breakfast myself.
Well, let's set a spell and trade some stories, maybe. Do you think we can make a makeshift covering here on some of these ruins?
Might. I do say, I think a trade is in order. You give me some breakfast, and I will tell you a story.
I think that is very fair. And Davon will walk over to Shizumu and say, Shizumu, I don't want to mess up this again. Can you help me?
You want me to cook?
Yeah.
She lets out a heavy exhale and shrugs, I suppose.
I appreciate it. I'll see if I can set up some shelter to keep the cooking clear of rain.
Sir, this big fluffy cat with the multicolored eyes kind of paces around in circles and then just kind of plops himself right down, content to wait.
Davon's going to use like tent material and bedding material to try to make a makeshift lean-to, essentially, against one of the walls here, so that we can keep whatever cooking stuff dry from the rain.
Suppose I'll help with them. As I'm one for makeshift shelter if it need be.
And Davon's traveling, he's done that quite a bit too, so we should be able to get something functional.
Alright.
Mitsutani said, caviar. Maybe you like the caviar.
That's a good idea, Mitsutani. What do you say, Shai?
Well, saw you make it. Think I can. Maybe.
Yeah.
Alright. Let me take a moment here. As we're following the normal cooking rules, yeah?
Yes.
Alright. As she'll kind of stop herself, and she seems to stand a bit. She seems to stand still a bit, and focusing herself and trying to concentrate rather than be infuriated as she is. You know, try to bring herself down and to be able to, think enough to actually make the meal. So that'll be my constitution. God save us all. God is not saving us all.
Lord.
Oh,
Oh
no.
Lord. Here we go.
Oh no, not like this.
Using,
It's just 1 out of 3. It's 1 out of 3.
she'll then, try to use what she learned from watching him. Remember what he did, move in the same way that he does, and try to wisen up as to how, the intricacies of actually making caviar.
Oh
This
no.
is not going well.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Not,
Okay, big
not
number
good.
here at the end. Big finish.
Not
Big finish.
impossible. Not impossible.
And instead of using strength as she lacks it, she will expertly use her talons on her, the tips of her fingers to pick each egg free in order to be cooked properly. Instead of, brute forcing it apart. And I guess you get to add my proficiency with this one.
Here we go.
Big money. Big money.
God help us all. God is
Oh,
not helping us.
Someone on that 20.
No.
That's a 28.
But it is a meal.
And it's close to 30, so I mean, it's not like you failed hard.
It's a
Easy
meal.
down.
It is
9.3
edible.
repeating.
It is
Same thing as
edible.
earlier.
That's all that matters.
We just can't cook on rainy days, is what it is.
No, it's not. No, we can't.
You can't cook on rainy days. I can't cook. Wow. Wait.
Yeah, so you used the leftover Zamtria's caviar and whipped up a quick meal. A little probably mushier than, usual. Probably easy for a kate to eat.
So she'll.
Oh yeah, it's like wet food.
Yeah, you made
Oh,
this
like
guy
last
some.
week.
You made this guy some fancy feast.
It is the fancy feast cat.
so,
You deserve the best. You deserve fancy feast.
so she'll
real.
then present him with the food, trying not to appear as agitated as she does.
He accepts it graciously and starts chowing down right away. He doesn't seem to mind that it's maybe a bit, suboptimal. Seems very happy with it and scarfs it down before you all have even kind of made a dent in it.
Damn, this guy eats faster than I do.
Sir Kate, thanks you for that meal. Quite scrumptious.
Hmm.
Now, while you eat, let Sir Kate tell you a story of things that were, things that may be. A story of the three friends. Have you ever heard it?
It
Mm-mm.
doesn't sound familiar.
Not ringing a bell.
It's not the story Jedi would tell you.
You son of a bitch.
Once upon a time, there were three very powerful friends. One was a most powerful magic user. Perhaps the most powerful there ever was. He was cold and stony-hearted. He was always alert. He never slept and never surprised. The other was the Black Knight, who was a brutal, malevolent to his core. He was once kind and gracious, but he had been corrupted in a war. He was the one who came up on the idea for the three to go adventuring. And the third, the final member of the three friends, was the Red Assassin. He was power-hungry, violent, yet oddly ritualistic. And he was well known amongst the people in the lands for these kinks. Together, these three friends set out on an adventure, for they claimed to seek divinity, to become like the gods. Eventually, these three friends arrived at the God of Death's domain. Seeing all that they had done on their adventures and their great power, that they brought with them. The god of dead offered them his realm and his power. But there was a condition. They had to split it amongst themselves. Unbeknownst to the three friends, this was a trick. For the god of death wanted to turn them against each other. They played a game, and eventually, the Black Knight, he emerged as the victor. He claimed for himself the domain of hatred, strife, and tyranny. The Crown Prince, the powerful magic user, he came in second and chose to rule over the dead. The ultimate fate for all of the Black Knight's minions. And last but not least, the Red Assassin chose the divine province of death, deciding the very nature of murder. And so it was, the three forever locked in a vicious cycle, forever sharing the power of the dead. And he sets his staff down and just kind of looks at you guys.
That's somewhat of a sad story. Three friends pitted against each other and like that.
But sometimes this is how it is it not?
That's true.
May you never have the troubles that they had. May you come into your own power with grace. And let the power of friendship shine over, yes?
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yes, of course. Sir Kate is always happy to share.
Izumu stands up. Just kind of looking up at the sky for a moment. She nods quietly, returning to her quiet stature, off alone by herself.
Sarkate, where are you heading to?
Sorry, my own cat is freaking out in the background. Sukite, he turns to you and says, Sukite wonders where the road takes him. Hither there, hither there.
If only this song came on at the start of this and it would have been like a lullaby.
Sure.
Congrats, you're fighting in a dream again.
Oh, what the hell is the name of the town we're going to again?
Verudo.
Verudo. Or Verudo.
Verudo. I don't know why I can't remember it. We're headed over to Verudo. If you find yourself there in the next few days or week or so, maybe we can buy you some more food for another tale.
Yes, that sounds quite nice. Sukite may very well find himself in Verudo. I will seek you out if I do.
Okay.
I suppose we'll head out then. It was good meeting and talking with you. Hopefully we'll have a tale to share for you next time.
Sir Kate has no doubt of that. I see many things in your future. And with that, he taps his staff a couple times on the ground, turns, and begins to waddle away.
I like him. I like a good storyteller.
That was very cryptic.
A
You know
little.
what I mean?
I choose to enjoy the well wishes.
Yeah, I don't think it was necessarily a bad thing or a bad legacy or prophecy, but
I think he was kind of fucking crazy. Just your kind of guy, Mira.
oh my god. Perhaps stories that may be, am I right?
Maybe.
Uh,
Maybe.
Yeah, why there three people that dying? What? I didn't read too much books. I'm sorry. It's hard for me to understand these kind of messages.
So, okay. So are we Are we just gonna head to Verudo?
Shizumu's
Yeah, we should take a right here.
Shizumu's
This way.
placed herself back in the fork in the road so that she can, correctly assess, well, which way is right, and starts heading off on the, no pun intended, right path.
Where will the okay?
I'm sorry, but I'm gonna take that pun, and there's nothing you can do about it. It's right there. I'm not gonna let it go.
Right there.
Damn it! Damn it! Damn it!
Oh
Damn
my
it!
God.
Damn it!
It's too easy.
That's not
Don't
right.
forget. Do you guys
Shut
remember
up!
who we're looking?
Shut up!
Do you
Shut-
guys remember who we're looking for in Verudo? Because I do. I'm just making sure you guys. Do you guys remember or no?
Some guy.
So we're looking for Aldor Pickle Reckle on
Oh
250
yeah. there's a gnome.
252 McJaggers Street, Suite South Side, Verudo, 2001 or well 20,001. Bring snacks in bold and underlined.
Mhm.
So we need to solve that before we get to Verudo because that seems very important. like,
There's
maybe he will
plenty
not
of
talk to
time.
us. Oh no, I'm not worried about that. I'm just reminding everyone.
If need be, we can do it while we're there before we go meet him.
And do not forget that Marvin Sharp is also currently not residing, but he's leading his investigation from Midgard. So after we talk to Aldor, we can always head back to Midgard to maybe meet up with Trenya at some point,
So you can harass him.
maybe,
again.
and talk to Marvin Sharp if we've discovered anything on the way there. Just giving everyone a quick refresher.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan, Jirak. But we can figure it out on the way. I think we're pretty close to the city now.
Yeah.
That we see these roads that are, cobblestoned and whatnot.
Yeah. So let's head up.
Zoom was already like 100 feet away, just walking quietly.
That'd be able to go with the.
Oh well, can I look for resources here?
There's not a lot of things going on here.
Goddamn lake. All right, no, whatsoever.
That is not
Alright.
a lake that
Yeah,
fish live
it's
in.
like a ruin thing. Yeah.
My man has a golden fish addiction.
I do. Got a goldfish addiction in real life and in this game.
True.
All right. Next
Um,
area.
Yeah, it looks. So when you guys travel for another 3-4 hours,
Fucking lightning. What the fuck was that?
the rain, stop and start and all day, but it really didn't slow you guys down that much.
She's just getting more and more pissed, isn't she?
Oh, it did lightning. Oh.
Ooh, I hear that.
That's the
Sheesh!
thunder.
Hey, y'all hear that?
Ooh,
Thunder.
Nice
You're
special
the
effects you
thunder.
guys got there.
Thunder lightning going on,
Had to pay extra for that.
Yeah.
right?
That's from subscription. Sheesh!
It says today. Oh my god.
So eventually, from afar, you guys do see the shade of a very big tree that you can see from miles ahead. And the trunk is pretty huge too. Like you guys can
we
see
might
the
get
big
snow
tree.
today. What the fuck?
Yep.
This tree, it sound like sorry, it looks like imagine like a world tree and that kind of size.
Yggdrasil?
You can see the what?
Sorry. When people say
Yggdrasil, World Tree.
when people say world tree, my brain immediately says like I have to say
Oh my
Yggdrasil.
God.
I'm sorry.
Bruh.
Well, I mean, that's what it means, so
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
blame you.
so-
World Tree.
yeah.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
I'm not wrong. It's
Yes,
just a
very
habit.
big tree that you guys see from miles ahead. And eventually you guys are going up to like a hilly area where probably approaching this tree after a couple hours of walking. And it is very mossy, a lot of shade going on. And eventually you come to the tree, and at the bottom of the tree you see a small red shrine. And there's
I'll take
somebody
scenes.
there. And there's somebody there, probably doing something at the shrine, probably praying.
Is that a
don't know.
tail I see? Is that a fox girl under that icon?
Never mind behind. The
Yeah, it
icon.
is. I fucking knew it. I knew
Never
it.
mind the fox person behind the
Yes.
icon.
Ignore
Yes.
it. Ignore it.
Ignore the man behind the curtain.
Fucking
Yeah,
poetic
so,
that I see that, isn't it?
You see, there's a young girl, there. She's like a dwarf-bodied, but she has a Wyverian face and ears. She wears a simple white and red kodogi. It is like a traditional Western shade ranger outfit. And when you guys get there, she's in the middle of putting some flowers as offerings to this small red shrine here in the middle of the forest.
Who just stops where she is on the stairs, just staring up at the person, like, I'm not really shrines. She kind of looks back at the party.
Hey, Devon, you're kind of like religious dude, no? Is this what is going on here?
I've studied it. Davon will walk up and take a look over the shrine before interacting with the shrine lady. Shrine maiden.
Yeah, sure. Roll a history check real quick. I mean, a religion. My bad. Roll
It's gonna be the same. I've already clicked. Oh yeah, I don't know.
I got no idea.
Damn, maybe I should have rolled.
I'm really more. I'm really more of a stone earth kind of religion.
Rock
I'm
stone.
not good with the
Some would say
forest
rock
and
and
trees.
stone.
Yeah, this is 100% wooden and everything. And she noticed your footsteps, and she turned around. She's like, "Oh, sorry. I'm almost done with my offering. It's gonna take a couple of minutes."
Sure. Just let us know when you're done. We have some questions.
Sure. And she carefully laid the flowers into these little bowls, and she had some incense, and she like burned a little incense, and it had like a very pleasantly nice smell that fills the air. And she bows to the shrines and whatnot.
Can I try to religion it?
Trojan, do you have like a picture of the NPC?
Sorry, yes I do. Yes.
It's fine if not, but I kind of want to try anyway. Oh,
Yeah.
sheesh.
Yeah, she's pretty cute, like,
What a little
dwarf
cutie.
sized. Yeah, dwarf sized Wyverian. And then after she take a couple of minutes finishing up her offerings and rituals and whatnot, she stepped down and she said, are you guys here for offerings too?
We weren't prepared. We just kind of stumbled across the area. What kind of offerings are normal here?
Just anything really. It seems like you guys are not familiar. Are you guys travelers?
Oh, Molly.
We are travelers.
Can I?
Okay. Yeah, this is the shrine for Lord Firemane. If you guys ever heard of him.
Doesn't sound familiar. And Davon will look to Shy and Jirak, who usually know things like this.
I mean, I can try.
I can try to recall, but I'm not drawing any. I'm drawing blanks on this.
Short roll religion check, please.
Who?
Bing bong.
Me or oh well.
Both of you guys, if you guys want.
Yeah, you may not know, but your characters might.
Jirok kind of sits down for a second and doesn't look through his notes this time. Actually, he just begins to not meditate, but just take a deep breath and breathe out while he's recalling.
Excuse me
So
while
you
I
said
just like use my fake intimidating
You said
presence on him.
religion, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Not bad.
Okay, not bad. Do your studies, even though you don't dabble too much into religion, but Lord Firemane is well known. He is one of the more well known god of the Wild Court.
Wild
Um,
horde.
Wild Court.
Court.
Wild Court.
So I was like horde.
Okay.
different game.
Um. Yeah, and and this girl said, yeah, this is the shrine of Lord Firemane, Nobanian, his name.
How you spell that? How's it spelled?
There it is. Noban.
No
Ion.
Banion. No Banion. Okay.
Yes. Well, most druids and rangers, you know, we in the Verdant Hills and the, you know, jungle areas are his followers. As Lord Firemane leads his faithful along a noble path without force or coercion, and never takes the rear in command. You know, we worship him because he genuinely wants his pride to willingly choose benevolence and good actions over the alternatives by their own accord. He is a deity of virtue, if you guys never heard of him. And he is just amazing. He would never ask another to take an action that he himself would not, including the sacrifice of their own life. He is truly a good deity. Rangers such as myself and local druids often come here to offer him some offerings.
Okay.
If you guys want to learn more, up into the shrine, we have his commandments written in some, you know, wooden slabs here. If you guys would like to look at it.
Okay.
Shizumu, you know, nods and starts to head her way up. She doesn't seem to be in the most talking mood, but she is definitely interested in learning of other gods out there. She doesn't particularly worship this
That is
one,
very interesting.
but as a druid, she is respectful and curious of other followings.
I actually want to ask her more about what's the significance of the flowers that you put are up there. Are they a specific type? Does it really matter?
No, my flowers, it just whatever. And again, Lord Firemane, he really doesn't require any specific offering or anything. He just, you know, whatever nice things that you guys
Red
would
square.
like to offer him. So as you guys walk into the shrine, you do notice there is a big wooden statue of this four-legged, winged, look like a tiger almost, with like big horns and big ears and a very big mane. And a very long tail too that have a little fluff of like flame at the end. And there's like sculptures of flames coming from this wooden statue in the middle of the shrine. And on the side, you see his commandments written in like a backdrop in wooden panels. I want to show that. It said, "Hunt only when hungry and do not gorge without need. Waste nothing and all shall have plenty. Live and let live unless provoked. Protect the pride in all its member, but if injury or illness bring them down, allow him or her a swift and painless end to suffering. The law of the jungle is that only the strong survive, but they survive best by being leaders, not tyrants, by protecting the weak, not bullying them." So this girl is, you know, showing you the shrines and whatnot.
This guy
I'm gonna
sounds
whip-
like a fair leader.
I'm gonna lean over and kind of whisper to Shizumu and say, I don't think this is your type of god.
But I'm always hungry.
That first commandment, like, kind of not your shtick, you know?
She kind of like crouches down, getting eye level, and just, I am always hungry.
I know.
Therefore, it is always a need. At least in my
That's
eyes.
okay. That's fair.
Besides, it's not like I go killing and eating everything. Just anything I can get my hands on.
Okay.
The girl, after showing you the shrine, said, "Oh, sorry, rude of me. I haven't introduced myself yet. I'm Zen. Zen
Z- Zen?
Alien. Yes.
Zen what?
Alien. Jirak, you're taking, you notice something. This last name is very unique. And it's the same last name as the Wyverian friend that you had a long time ago who left you the necklace. It is a
I do.
very unique last name. It's not very common.
She appears to be Wyverian, right?
Yeah. Oh,
Dwarf-bodied Wyverian
Okay.
features.
I inquire her about her last name. I say, that's a very, I don't want to say rustic, but for a better part of a word, old. Um, last name you got there. Do you mind do you mind if I ask where did you have any relatives perhaps that
Yes, I do. I live with my uncle in Verudo.
what's your uncle's name?
My uncle's name is Karomir.
Has he ever told me
Do you?
stories? Well, I don't know your uncle, no, but uh, I just gave her I show her the necklace, and I say this belonged to uh when I was much younger. How about I don't know if you wrote it down. About how old is she? If you could guess, like 300-400, kind of young for a Wyverian, right?
Yes, but adult.
Yeah, well, I mean they reach adulthood same pace as humans. They just don't like age the same. But she's pretty young for a Wyverian. She's like 2
Like,
300
okay,
400.
if based on how human look IRL, is probably like 25, 30
So she's like
years old.
300. She's like in her 30s. Okay. Um. Okay. So I say to her when I was about your age, probably a little bit younger. Um. I used to when I was traveling the world and everything, and before I found a place to settle down, I would spend a lot of time with one of my friends. His name was Hanjo, and he shared the same last name as you. He went on a hunt one day and never returned, and I don't know what happened to him, and it's caused a big spiral in my life. But I'll spare you that story for another time, perhaps when you're with your uncle. Next time, if I ever meet you with him, I'm sure I'm gonna pay him a visit. But do you heard of this person before? Do you know anything about them
No, no. In fact, I don't have any other family members except my uncle
that you know of?
that I know of. And I grew up in. Uh, I kind of don't know who my dad is.
Where
My
where
mom passed.
does where does your uncle live?
Me and him live in south side of Verudo.
Do you mind if we have the address of your uncle's house or whatever they're living in so I can pay him a visit?
Uh, well, we live in an area. We didn't have addresses in the area that we live. It's more like you know,
Then
a
I will.
less fortunate area, I may say.
That's
Uh,
that's that's okay.
but I'm
I'll.
heading back to the city right now, and you guys can accompany me if you guys would like.
Yeah, that's fine with me. I have no problem doing that unless I would like to go up to the shrine though and just gaze at it for a few minutes if that's all right with you before we head out.
Yes. Yeah, that's for
Well,
sure.
how is her uncle's name spelled again?
Haromir.
Sorry, man.
Uh, yeah, yes, it shouldn't be too far away from here. We're all only have a day's walk away from Verudo.
So Jirak goes up to the shrine by himself, and I'm just I'm not doing anything too much in there. I'm just looking around, inspecting all the offerings from multiple different people, and looking at all the flowers and whatnot, and nature that has grown there. Because it looks like it's this temple is, I would say, well kept, but it's also letting nature grow over it on purpose because it's very connected to all the greenery and whatnot. And I'm going to just kind of boost the flowers a little bit, just kind of make it like a bit more lively in there. Not because I want to, but because it's like, make a shrine prosperous. Don't overdo it though, but just enough to where it's like, it's my contribution to it. Showing that I have no ill intent. Something like that.
Well, Zen walk over to you and say, "Oh wow, a magic user, I see. Thank thank you for doing that. Lord Firemane will grant you his blessing. You receive an inspiration."
Where do I add that on the sheet?
On the front
and
page, attributes.
Yeah, I see it.
That boy.
Okay. Oh, here it is. Yeah, and then I walk back down and I say, all right, I have nothing else left to do. If anybody else has anything they need to do here, I'm ready to head out whenever Zen and everyone else is.
Zuma
As
was
you were walking,
still
sorry.
kind of stuck in the middle of it, as she's only ever really known one of the natural gods of the world. She's kind of just struck with a curiosity and a bit of awe, feeling, the presence of the tree itself, and basking like at Lord Firemane's statue. It's kind of absent-mindedly staring. She seems to be in almost in a bit of a trance state.
Suddenly, as you're in a trance state, but all of you feels the earth shaking, ever so lightly, but regardless, and you hear a loud shriek from far away. What is it? Zen is in high alert. She's like, "What's that? Nothing dangerous should be here. It's very close to the city." What is it? We will find out next time.
Find out
As-
next.
Ah,
How you gotta do that? How you gonna do it like that? Come on.
Hanger.
that's cruelty.
That's what I'm saying.
Damn.
So are we playing on Tuesday next week or
Yes.
Friday?
I had to. It's funny because when you mentioned him.
No. I'm in DC, unfortunately.
What?
Remember?
Oh yeah,
You're-
right.
You're
I see.
all over the place, sir.
I know. But I'm good after this. After this trip, I'm not traveling anymore for the foreseeable future.
Okay.
I will be. And it's not next week. It's actually next month. But I am going to be up in Philly on the 12th of April.
Which
We
is
can figure that out.
Yeah,
That's a
we'll
Tuesday.
talk schedule in a minute.
Yeah. Don't worry about that right now. Okay, I was just double
Oh,
checking.
okay. I
what-
see,
Yeah.
I see how it is.
It's
Okay.
it kind of like
I mean, like you know what I mean. It's
it kind of
That's
caught me off foot when you mentioned the Lord Firemane, because I had to go, do I worship him? Is that
Wait, what is your god again?
my god is if going over the page again, because my brain forgets, it's the Moon Maiden.
Gotcha.
Circle of the Moon Maiden kind of lines up, so I thought, why
Yeah,
not?
that checks out. That checks out.
Yeah, so, well, thank you, everybody. Hope everybody have fun.
Always.
Patches mostly Tuesday at 7 p.m. EST. And you can go watch previous episodes on YouTube, link below. for the previous episode to catch up.
Hmm.
Alright, that's pretty much it. Have a good one.
Oh,
Bye.
all right.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Good night,
guys.
everyone.
Goodbye. Bye bye.